is an audiobook of Interchange English, Grammar and Composition of Class 9. Chapter 36, page number 319, Reviews. A review is a descriptive and evaluative account of a book, film, etc. A review is an easy way to let people know if you liked a book, film, TV program. They are short descriptions where we express our opinion and recommendations about books, films we have read or watched. Book review. A book review is a critical assessment of a book. It provides a summary of the content, assesses the value of the book, and recommends it or not to other potential readers. Writing a book review is not just about summarizing. It's also an opportunity for you to present a critical discussion of the book. A good book review describes what is on the page, analyzes how the book tried to achieve its purpose, and expresses any reactions and arguments from a unique perspective. Writing help. Number 1. Start with a couple of sentences describing what the book is about. Include title, author, place, publisher, publication date, edition, pages, special features, maps, etc., price. Hook the reader with your opening sentence. Set the tone of the review. Number 2. Discuss what you particularly liked about the book. Who was your favorite character and why? Did the characters feel real to you? Did the story keep you guessing? What was your favorite part of the book and why? Were certain types of scene written particularly well? For example, sad scenes, tense scenes, mysterious ones. Did the book make you laugh or cry? Did the story grip you and keep you turning the pages? Number 3. Mention anything you disliked about the book. 4. Round up your reviews. If this is the best book you have ever read, say so, and why. If it's merely another nice book, say so. Summarize some of your thoughts on the book by suggesting the type of readers you recommend the book to. For example, younger readers, older readers, fans of relationship, drama, mystery stories, comedy. Are there any books or series you would compare it to? Number 5. If you like, you can give the book a rating, for example, a mark out of 5 or 10. Read the following sample review of a book. Author, Joan Marsden. Publisher, Pan Macmillan, Australia. Publication, 1993. Language, English. Pages, 286. Genre, adventure novel. Title, Tomorrow When the War Began by Joan Marsden. This fantastic novel is about 7 teenagers who go on a trip for a week to a secluded wilderness called Hell, a place of boulders and trees and blackberries and undergrowth. When the group returns home, they discover that the country has been invaded. Their families has been taken prisoner and their town is in chaos. After a series of terrifying adventures, including a peculiar rescue of one group member in a bulldozer, they retreat to Hell for safety reasons. While there, the group works out their options. They decide that they will make their base in Hell, but that they will not just hide. They will try to do something for their country and fight against the enemy. The story is told from the point of view of Ellie, one of the teenagers. She has been chosen by the group as one who should record what has happened. Her story illustrates how 7 normal teenagers can change from being innocent high school students to courageous heroes fighting for their country. Desperate and extraordinary events are described 1 minute and normal teenage worries and emotions the next. For example, Ellie is thinking about her future at the same time as she is worrying about whether her parents are alive and working out ways to survive. The main characters are Ellie, Lee, Fee, Corey, Kevin, Robin, and Homer, and a boy named Chris, whom they find in hiding later on in their adventures. Ellie describes each of the teenage characters quite early in the book, but makes a point of saying that was the way they were then or the way I thought they were, because of course they have changed and my knowledge of them had changed. By the end of the book, this change is very great. They have all grown in each other's eye and learned a great deal about war, about life and death, and about themselves. Tomorrow When the War Begins is a tense, exciting, and frighteningly realistic story. The first of the 7-part series. I found it unputdownable, literally. In fact, I read it in one day. I would recommend it to everyone, both adolescents and adults. It is one of the Marsden's best. Lot, 2013, page number 414. Film review. The film review is a popular way to assess a film's overall quality and determine whether or not we think the film is worth recommending. A good film review should entertain, persuade, and inform, providing an original opinion without giving away too much of a plot. Writing help. Introduction. Give the title and mention the director, producers, or actors. State the date of its release. Mention briefly what it's about. Body. Summarize the plot in a few sentences. Mention the setting, the place, and the time of the plot. Say something about the main characters. Say something about the content. Conclusion. Comment on the film. Let others know whether or not you like the film. Why do you like it? Why don't you like it? Is the film interesting or boring, etc.? Do you want... Read the following sample review. Title: The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. Director: Christopher Nolan. Cast: Christian Bale, Tom Hardy, Anna Hathaway, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Review. Christopher Nolan brings yet another adrenaline-fueled adrenaline-filled comic-inspired movie to the big screen. We see all sorts of familiar faces this time around, but the audience is introduced to a few new characters as well. When crisis threatens Gotham City, Bruce Wayne jumps back into the Batmobile to fight crime. Batman is joined on his quest by an eager orphaned cop, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a seductive cat burglar, Anna Hathaway, and a violent masked villain, Tom Hardy. This film served as great entertainment with its colorful cast and numerous plot twists. Nolan used actors that had either appeared in previous Batman films or in his blockbuster hit Inception, and all of them shown in their respective roles. Tom Hardy was almost unrecognizable in his Bane costume, while Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Marion Cotillard were both excellent and obviously comfortable with Nolan's directing style and the film's dramatic tone. The one actor that gave this reviewer pause was Anna Hathaway as Selina Kyle. She has historically been typecast as a girl next door, so it was a shock to watch her steal and fight her way through the city of Gotham. After a few scenes, however, we were convinced that the casting decisions was a good one, as Hathaway portrayed the darker Catwoman role brilliantly. True to Nolan's style, at 164 minutes, this film is fairly long. There were a few times when the movie felt a bit drawn out, but the gorgeous action scenes and impressive dialogue really held the audience attention and kept them on the edge of their seats. However, the timeline was a bit unclear at times. For a number of scenes, it was hard to tell whether it had been days or months or years that had passed since the last time a given character had been on screen. Despite the film's minor shortcomings, The Dark Knight Rises is exciting, creative, and dark, and well worth a few hours of your time. Source: WikiHow Movie Review. Now, next review of the movie Skyfall. Skyfall is one of the best action films in recent years. Released in 2012, it stars Daniel Craig as secret agent James Bond and Spanish actor Javier Bardem, Javier Bardem, Bardem, in the role of Raul Silva, the villain in this film. The plot involves a genius computer hacker who is an ex-spy. He wants to take revenge on the organization he used to work for, and James Bond has to prevent this from happening. There are a lot of exciting action scenes as Bond pursues him around the world. Can he stop him before it is too late? The film is set in a variety of locations, including Istanbul, Shanghai, Macau, London, and Scotland, which gives it a very international atmosphere. The soundtrack is impressive and includes the theme song Skyfall, performed by English singer Adele. The acting is also of very high standard, and Bardem brings his character to life with a dazzling, memorable performance. I would highly recommend Skyfall, especially if you are keen on action films. It will have you on the edge of your seat until the very end, and I'm sure you will not regret watching it. Rating 5 stars, a must see. Source learningenglishteens.britishcouncil.org. Show what you know, page number 322. 1. What is your all time favorite film? Write a short review of it. Number 2. Write a review of a movie that you have recently watched. Number 3. Write a review of book that you have recently read. 4. Write a review of a book that you think is not worth recommending to your friend. 5. Write a review of a book that you think is not worth watching. Number 6. Write a review of your grade 10 English textbook. Remember, your audience include grade 9 or 10 students. 7. Write a review of your all-time favorite book. With this, chapter 36 ended at page number 322.